What a day. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechFoot Solutions here with a super quick market update. Wanted to recap you on how the day ended up playing out. So Oklo on the 30-minute time frame, you guys could see that it's still testing that common support range right around $81 per share. I didn't continue to trade it after today's live trading session where I walked away with 572. CoreWeave, I ended up making just a little bit more. I think in today's video, our first video, I think I might have been up like $1,500, maybe $2,000. I'm not too sure. CoreWeave got originally an aggressive sell-off and then a sharp recovery, and then it did retrace a little bit, but just not as much as I wanted to see. So I walked away with $3,300 on this trade. I closed it out fully, and again, prepping for tomorrow. QBTS was my big one today. At one point, I was up over $10,000 on the day. I gave a little bit of it back based off of how it moved during extended hours. So I still do carry a very small $80,000 position shorting QBTS. I would not recommend this for someone that is thinking about shorting. You never really want to carry a short overnight. Again, especially if you're a beginner, shorting does come at a greater form of risk. I just like to share what I'm doing. If I end up taking a loss on this tomorrow, again, it's 100% my decision to do so. I just see there to be a lot more gap down potential, both on QBTS and on CoreWeave. In my opinion, there's some of the most overvalued stocks based off of the recent time frame. Don't get me wrong. NASDAQ market is incredibly bullish as of right now. It's going back and getting very close to retesting the previous resistance range where it was consolidating a lot just a few weeks ago at highs of 620 to highs of 630 for QQQ. You can see that it's retesting that general range. The thing that I love to remind traders is remember, we're never going to be perfect and we're never going to catch the full move. But if you do your part as a trader to respect overbought and oversold levels by understanding that QQQ is closer to a resistance with more downside potential than there is upside, again, I feel like I'm putting myself in a pretty favorable position where I'm watching and shorting stocks like this that have huge gap down potential. Again, just an example. It doesn't have to happen, and I understand that, but from the current levels, if QBTS does end up selling off to the same previous lows that it was at just a few days ago, again, this thing would offer nearly 20% of downside. 20% for me when I short with shares is incredibly attractive, right? The next one is CoreWeave, and like to talked about this one, this short is closed, but if we see more progress onto the downside, I see huge downside potential with another 20% even from the current levels. But there's one thing that needs to be certain. NASDAQ market, if it does begin to sell off, these speculative stocks like CoreWeave and like QBTS are always the ones that sell off the hardest. And that's what I'm trying to pay the most attention to is, are the markets still strong and resilient? And if that's the case, then markets are bullish and then they can support these irrational valuations for these hyped up stocks. I need to respect that. But if you believe markets are overbought and showing signs of a resistance, then maybe it's not the worst idea to start trimming down on those maybe over leveraged positions because we're at an overbought level, just in case if markets do pull on back. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to short. I understand that shorting is not for everyone, but at least by reducing your position at overbought levels, it allows you to better prepare that if markets do correct, you're able to properly take advantage of that dip by opportunity by not being surprised, but by being prepared, right? No one can predict the future, but everyone can prepare, right? And looking at previous overbought and oversold levels, I think it's pretty safe to say, especially with the data that is currently presenting itself, is that markets are beginning to show those red flags. There is beginning to be that kind of uncertainty and volatility presenting itself more now than before. So we'll see going into the holiday and also after. Will the bulls get that Santa Claus rally, which would be in favor of supporting irrational valuations, or will markets peak and then begin to retrace, again, putting bag holders in an unfortunate position? That's what I'm most excited for, and that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow in our live trading session with the LPP team. My focus tomorrow with a half trading day because markets will close early in observance to Christmas Eve tomorrow. So tomorrow when we go live for our LPP live trading session, that is going to be my focus. Is there going to be selling pressure leading up to the holiday as people are beginning to take profit, or is it going to be kind of kickstarting the Santa Claus rally? That's what I want to pay attention to. And I was okay with taking the risk on QBTS. We'll see how it ends up playing out. And again, an incredibly risky trade. I'm not like the crypto bros that are like, oh, because I'm shorting it, you have to short it as well. No, no, no. I like to share my ideas, not because I want to convince you. I don't even want you to copy what it is that I'm doing, but I like to show the ideas because I'm trading it regardless. And I like to show the before and after. So not only my LPP team get to watch me trade live every day, but also you here on YouTube get to understand my thought process, see me take the trade, and then see what happens after. Tomorrow, if markets end up going up and support and markets continue to rally, I'll just have to accept, manage, and mitigate the loss on QBTS. And again, that's why I went in with a lighter position and only in with $80,000. If markets do begin to retrace and begin to sell off, I'll most likely just double, triple, or quadruple my QBTS short in tomorrow's live trading session. And again, I would love for you to see it live. It's the second link in the description down below. It's $300 off. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. We have members that signed up over 5 years ago and that still have access to it today. So again, if you want to watch me trade live, it's just the raw live session. It's the second link in the description down below. You can sign up tonight and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. I appreciate your guys' time. Hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.